Welcome in to the St. Louis Cardinals weekly recap here on 102.1 The One. Always the sure bet. I'm Maddux Radosevic here to talk Redbirds baseball and listen to the highlights of last week's Cardinals games with you every Saturday during the 10 a.m. hour. Last time we talked, the Cards were coming off a 3-0 shutout loss to the Chicago Cubs up at Wrigley Field on Friday. So today we're going to go over the last two games of that set and the entire 5-game series at Great American Ballpark where the Redbirds took on the Cincinnati Reds. Man, if you are a St. Louis Cardinals fan, this might just be your favorite week of the season. Beating up on divisional opponents, including your most hated rival on the road in their house, hanging around in the National League wildcard race. You also got to see the display of young talent with Quinn Mathews returning to St. Louis. The National League Rookie of the Year battle between Reds infielder Sal Stewart and Cardinals second baseman J.J. Weatherholt. But one man eclipsed them all this week, and that was the third-ranked Cardinals prospect, Joshua Baez, with 30 family members in attendance last Saturday, batting fifth and playing left field. Listen to what he did when he saw his very first major league pitch.
The pitch. He swings, and he hits it high, deep to center field. That's back. That's a goner. The first swing in the big leagues. How about that? Joshua Baez goes yard. All Pete Crow Armstrong could do was turn around and wave it goodbye to the bleachers.
That ball traveled 449 feet off the bat of Joshua Baez. 2-run blast to put St. Louis ahead 3-0 before the Cubbies even get a chance to bat in this one. That's also the first time a Cardinal has homered on the very first pitch that he saw in the major leagues since right-handed pitcher, yes, you heard me correctly, a pitcher, Adam Wainwright, did so on May 24th of 2006 against the San Francisco Giants. Back to this game. Designated hitter Michael Conforto for the Cubs hits a 3-run shot in bottom 2 to tie things up at 3. But then in top 4, Baez returns to the plate for his second ever major league at bat. Guess what? He did it again.
The 3-2 delivery. Change up, and that's hammered down the left field line towards the corner. He did it again! Are you kidding me? A 3-2 pitch, and he hammers it into the bleachers in left field. Baez has homered twice here today, and the Cardinals take a 4-3 lead. Unbelievable.
You just heard Cardinals radio broadcaster Ricky Horton tell you that this was on a 3-2 full count. Guess where the count was earlier in the at-bat? It was actually 0-2. Joshua Baez battles all the way back and then does that. Second home run in as many plate appearances at the major league level. Just the third player in the history of the game to do that, by the way. The other two also have St. Louis connections. Bob Neiman, the former St. Louis Brown, and Keith McDonald, the former Cardinal. How about a third time? There's no way, right? 3 plate appearances and 3 home runs. Nobody has ever done that in the history of Major League Baseball. Could Joshua Baez do it? How about it?
The pitch. A swing, and there's a drive, and that's hit well to right field. That's deep to right. That ball is gone. That ball is gone. Unbelievable. 3 at-bats in the big leagues. 3 home runs for Joshua Baez. A 3-run lead for the Cardinals. He is homer to center, homer to left, homer to right. Oh, my goodness.
You can't make this up. You cannot make this up. Left field, center field, right field. No doubters, too, by the way. Those are home runs just about anywhere. Have a day, young man.
3 home runs, 5 runs batted in. I need a cup of coffee after that one.
What a heartwarming moment up at 1060 West Addison on the north side of Chicago. Such a historic place holds such a historic moment yet again. 30 family members in attendance for Baez. Again, just such a cool moment for him. And how about the roar of the crowd, especially from the Cubs fans? What a class act, making this an even more special occasion. Chip Carey, veteran broadcaster for the Cardinals on the TV side, says, quote, "Maybe for the first time in my professional life, I am speechless," unquote. Powerful words there from a veteran broadcaster. End of the game. Cardinals lock it up 8-4.
The pitch. Ground ball to third. Blaze Jordan has it. He throws to first for a Red Bird winner. Tyrone Taylor grounds out 5-3, and this ball game has come to an end. And that forces a rubber game not only in this series, but for the season series against the Cubs, as the Cardinals have won 6 and the Cubs have won 6.
And they can thank Baez for what happened today. It really was his day. Joshua Baez, first day in the big leagues. He's celebrating in the outfield now with Herrera and Walker. But what a magnificent game for him. A 3-homer game. And not only his home runs, but you mentioned it. The add-on home runs from Blaze Jordan and Alec Burleson gave the Cardinals the needed breathing room.
The timing for this weekend with what was going on at Wrigley Field could not have been much better, considering at the same time the 67th annual Chicago Air and Water Show was also taking place on Friday and Saturday of that weekend up at North Avenue Beach, headlined by the United States Air Force Thunderbirds and the United States Army Golden Knights. Well, there was a home run show going on at Wrigley Field that continued on Sunday, August 16th. First baseman Alec Burleson, top of the first, 2-run long ball to open the scoring.
The pitch. Burleson hits it high. He hits it deep to right field. He hits it out of Wrigley Field. Burleson with a 2-run homer, equaling his career high 21. 2-0 Cardinals in the first.
We oftentimes maybe take it for granted, but in the month of August, the dog days, it can be really challenging for a hitter. You have to deal with the really hot weather. You've been playing the game for a long time. You might be getting some fatigue. Alec Burleson knows that. He said, quote, "I know what August can do to you. I know what September can do for you. I understand what that looks like, and so I think I've just taken that next step," unquote. He really has. The Cubs kept it close for a little bit in this one through 3, but then in the 4th, the Redbirds exploded, and Burley helped out with that RBI single to extend St. Louis's lead to 7-2, and then right fielder Jordan Walker with a 2-run long ball to cap off a 6-run fourth.
Payoff pitch. Runner will be moving. There he goes. The pitch is hit into center field, and it's hit a ton. Backing up is PCA, and it's into the basket. Straight away center field. Jordan Walker with the big fly. And the Cardinals add on 2 more. It's now 9-2 St. Louis.
That 6-run fourth inning catapulted the Redbirds to an 11-4 victory over the Cubs. Yet another series win for this team. Lots of momentum going into Cincinnati for a doubleheader on Monday, August 17th. Quinn Mathews, southpaw, returns to the major leagues for his second career start, and he gets run support right off the bat from guess who yet again? It's Burley.
The kick and the pitch. Burleson rips it down the right field line. That ball's going to the wall. Baez is going to score. Picking it up, Marte being waved around. Here comes Herrera. And the ball gets away from the second baseman, McLean, who was the cutoff man. The Cardinals have a 2-run double from Alec Burleson to open up the day-night doubleheader in Cincinnati.
Believe it or not, those are the only 2 runs the Redbirds scored for the entirety of the contest. Quinn Mathews, fortunately, on the other side, had a great starting pitching performance. 4 innings of work, allowing a single home run. 2-1, that was the final. That's all the scoring you get in Game 1 of the doubleheader. Unfortunately for Mathews, he didn't qualify for his first major league win, going only 4 innings. Still a good outing for him, though, and his first game back to the major leagues after his debut on August 1st north of the border in Toronto. Moving forward to Game 2. Andre Pallante, the righty, taking on fellow righty Rhett Lauder for Cincinnati. The Reds hop out to an early 1-0 lead in bottom 1. Fast forward to bottom 3. Catcher Ivan Herrera started the year off 0 for 32, trying to catch runners attempting to steal. Is there any chance that he can catch one of the fastest men in Major League Baseball, Elly De La Cruz? Well, it turns out after a replay review, yes, there is.
After review, the call on the field is overturned. The runner is out. St. Louis retains their challenge.
So De La Cruz is caught stealing, and Ivan Herrera throws out Elly De La Cruz. And
is he all smile? Oh, he's pumped.
He is so happy. I mean, he can't. And they
got the baseball.
They got the baseball. Chris Conroy has given the baseball to the authenticator. That's going to go for a lot of money, and I think Ivan's going to buy it.
Lamentably for the Redbirds in this one, Elly De La Cruz got the last laugh in this game, securing his first Major League walk-off in extra innings in bottom 10. Reds 6, Cardinals 5. Final score. Doubleheader is a split. Tuesday, August 18th, St. Louis tosses righty Kyle Leahy against southpaw Andrew Abbott for Cincinnati. This was Mason Wynn's day on the anniversary of his debut. First career 3 extra base hit game, and it all starts with a home run in top 5.
There's a fly ball in the left field. It's going back. It's at the wall. It's over the wall for a home run. Mason Wynn with a home run. He gives the Cardinals a 1-0 lead, and for Mason, his 5th home run of the season, his 51st RBI of the year, and the Redbirds are on top.
It was a swing adjustment that helped Mason Wynn attain all this slug here in this game. He said that he held his bat on his shoulder for a longer period of time as the pitch would come in to limit his hand motion when he went into his swing, and it seemed like it worked in this one. Got himself out of an 0-for-18 drought, by the way, in Game 1 of the doubleheader on Monday with a bloop single. That had to have helped his confidence as well. You know who else was 0 for his last 18? You're not going to believe it. It's the superhuman we were talking about at the beginning of the show. Yes, Joshua Baez, after his 3rd home run up at Wrigley Field in Chicago, could not get a hit in his next 18 at-bats. He does come through with a sacrifice fly here, but man, baseball is a funny game.
The 1-2 pitch, a swing and a high fly ball center field. Walker's tagging. Under it, Dane Myers. He makes the catch. Walker is coming home, and the throw is high. A sacrifice fly for Joshua Baez, and his 6th run batted in.
That was the final run scored of the contest. Kyle Leahy, 5 innings, no runs, gets the win. 10 straight games for him now with 2 or fewer earned runs allowed, and 3 straight games without allowing a walk, 20 punch-outs in that stretch as well. He's a big reason why this team has played so well over the last few weeks. We're going to speed run through this next game due to time constraints. Reds 5, Cardinals 4 on Wednesday, August 19th. Last game of the series, rubber match, tied up 2-2 here in the set. And the Cardinals are down to their final out. They might lose their first series since that Toronto Blue Jays set up north of the border. And here's what happened. One of the most unpredictable plays of the year. Fly ball out to left center field. Chance for the Reds to win the game. And this happens.
Myers calls for it. He's there, and
He dropped
the ball. He dropped the ball, and 2-run score. Unbelievable. Friedel in left field, and Myers. They were both calling for it. Myers tried to call him off, and the ball fell. It hit a glove and fell to the warning track, and the Cardinals have taken a 6-5 lead when the game should have been over.
The Redbirds went on to score 6 runs in that top of the 9th inning, winning the game at 10-9. The comeback Cards do it again. 5 straight series victories now, going all the way back to that road trip to New York, playing against the Yankees in the Bronx. Next week is big, perhaps the biggest week of the year. Philadelphia Phillies 3-game series. We're going to be talking all about that one next Saturday. And then finally, the Cardinals come back home. We'll get you all that information on next week's show. Don't forget that you can listen to every Cardinals game right here on 102.1 The One. Always the sure bet. You can also download the One mobile app from the App Store and visit our website, 1021theone.com. That's 1021theone.com. MLB.com. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's edition of the St. Louis Cardinals Weekly Recap. This is Maddux Radosevic signing off until next Saturday. So long.